morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kimberly and today I'm going to share about my ballet leotard collection. Previously I had thought that half of these leotards I'm going to have to give them away because they either don't fit or me somewhere or it just doesn't suit me, but there are actually a few that after trying these on, I've decided to hang on to them. Capezio halter neck leotard, and it was one of my favorites. However, during the winter months, I gained some weight, I should say, and it didn't fit me well, so I felt like I was falling in at the sides here. I'm finding now I'm lifting up my hands and it's actually not too bad. And the back, most of these leotards that I really like have a low back. So this is probably a size small. All of my leotards are either small or extra small, ladies. And this is a skirt that I got. I'm not too sure from where. I think I got this off of Amazon, but this is one of my favorite outfits that I wear to class. And back here you can see this is one of my favorite tights. It has a seam and it's from Bloch. So I have other pairs of tights from different brands, different colors, but this is my favorite. And I think what I'm going to have to do is I'll need to go online and just buy 10 pairs of these so that I can have consistent outfits, because you know I think it's silly sometimes to just show up in, you know, a brown one day, a pink one day, a light brown one day, and then another tan one day, and then I have another one where it's like a orangey undertone. So I want something more, I want to be more consistent in my look. And something that I also learned is that I should probably look into wardrobe styling for leotards, and this is something that I've never thought of. But previously with beauty pageants, I've gone through my entire closet, I've done a few declutters, and I've looked into other outfits that suit my body best and complement my skin tone and my body shape. And I think it's about time that I do that for ballet too. So let's take a look at some of the other outfits that I have for my spring and summer leotards. Okay, so this is another one of my favorite outfits, and I love pink, so all of my, I would say that maybe half of my spring leotards are pink. But anyways, I've had this sweater crop top for years, probably since I was a teenager, and I'm pretty sure it has a like brown underarms and holes. Yeah, definitely holes. But this has been one of my favorites for years and years, and I will not be giving this up. So if I can find another one that is similar to this, I would stop wearing it, but it stays in my closet. So next I have a skirt from Claudia Dean, and super cute because it has the rose gold buttons at the sides, and this is probably an adult small or extra small. This leotard is another from Capezio, and what I love about it is the sweetheart neckline. So I think I'm really into boat necks, sweetheart necklines, and halter and v-neck. And with this leotard, it doesn't have a low back, but I think it would be that much better if it had a low back. So the other thing that I love about this leotard is the ribbing down at the sides. I feel like it tapers in my waist a little bit more, and the straps here, they're a little bit thicker and they're actually pretty comfortable. So this is one of my favorite outfits for ballet. And I don't usually keep on my warm-ups for any longer than 5 or 10 minutes in class, just because I feel like I need to be able to see what I'm doing in the mirror and placement and things. So that is my favorite outfit, and this is really what we're looking at by the time we go into the 4th exercise or so. So I want to be able to feel comfortable with what I look like. So the gym comes in handy with that. Mind you, I lost 7 to 8 pounds. I actually gained that weight throughout the winter, through November to April, and then I lost that from May to June. So it was a pretty emotional time, realizing how much I had gained, and it wasn't me, because I was doing a lot of emotional eating. So I got back on the horse and I started working on myself again, and I'm back to feeling like myself. So most of my leotards that I'm showing here, I'll need to give them away, not because I've gained weight and I can't possibly wear them anymore, because you know things are not in the right place, but it'll be more so because of the image, personal touch to my ballet leotard closet. So I think it's important to have two different themes, and that's one for your everyday outfits, and then also my ballet stuff. So that's giving me something to think about. Next up, I have another leotard from Capezio, and it is just like the white one that I shared before. Alright, so this is one of my other favorites. I haven't worn this in a while because it just didn't fit me, but now apparently it does. Low back, I love it, and it's polyester. What I'm wearing on the bottom is a Claudia Dean skirt. Honestly, I love Claudia Dean's outfits, or really any of her new lines that they come out with. One thing that I also like about this is the taper in at the waistline. Super cute, and then it has like their signature layers together in ballet. But when I looked through my items last night and I decided to come up with outfits for this video, I thought, I think this would be really cool. So this is giving me some ideas of how to pair things, and I can be a little bit more organized that way. So this sweater that I have is from, I think, Urban Outfitters from a few years ago, and super cute. I probably wouldn't wear this for any more than 5 minutes again, because I'm usually pretty warmed up real quick. So that is one of my favorite outfits, and I just love the back on this as well, and super cute, snug, and quite perfect. Sweater in green as well. I don't have a lot of green items in my closet other than hunter green, and you'll also see that with my fall and winter leotard collection that I have. I love my hunter green and my burgundy. So this is something that I've always had in my dance trunk and I've just never worn it. So now I know how to style this leotard. So next I have a EuroTard leotard, and I just feel like a flower in this. So this is very beautiful. This is a lilac leotard and it's pretty basic. It has a cinched neckline and it has the back stops at the mid back. Something that I would pair with this is I have a sweater that I got from Urban Outfitters, and I have a few. So I also have a gray one too, but I'll just put on the purple one just because this is how I usually end up going to class. And yes, I had mentioned that this is a spring-summer outfit try-on, but I actually wear this leotard throughout the whole year because I just love it so much. This skirt, I'm not too sure. I think I got this from Theatricals, and it's really bunched up at the front because this is actually a size large, so I probably got this on sale somewhere. And one thing that I noticed is that some of these skirts can be super long and some can be super short. And I find that in terms of skirts, I rather have something super short or maybe like a romantic tutu or something, or just nothing at all. So I actually don't have a lot of long skirts, but I think that even though I prefer the short ones, you never know until you try. So I think I might look into that for the fall and winter. So that's what that leotard looks like. So this is another Leo from EuroTard, and what I love about this is the color. I love red, and the back line too. However, I find that the straps, they dig into my shoulders a little bit, and I think this might be a little bit too small. But this is very classic, and I'll have to decide on whether or not I will be giving this one up. But in terms of a sweater, this is a Balera, and I love this because it has like the princess sleeves. So this is how I would style this outfit. Alright, so this next leotard, gorgeous, gorgeous color. I think that this suits me more than the bright red, that's for sure. This brand is called Eiffel, and I don't wear this super often because the straps cut a little bit too much into my shoulders. So I don't wear this a whole lot, but this is one of my favorites. And the back is really pretty. It reminds me of a butterfly. And this is a sweater that I thought that I could wear with this. And I must have gotten this around Christmas. So I love these wrap things from just different stores. I find that I don't really need to get cover-ups from other dance brands. You can just pair it with whatever you have in your closet. This is this top. It actually came with a tank top underneath, again from Urban Outfitters. They have a lot of top crops in there, so FYI. So this is like a crop top bolero kind of thing. And this actually makes it look like a whole new leotard, which is super cute. I don't think I've worn this to class, but I probably will. And I think that this would be more of like an outfit for the fall and winter. So super cute, but I will put this in another box. A leotard from Balera, and this reminds me of some sort of swimsuit just because of the color. At the back we have a mesh opening going on. Super cute. I don't wear this leotard often. Something that I would actually wear more now that I see myself on camera. But for the skirt I have a Claudia Dean skirt, similar to the yellow one that I had on earlier. And I don't have a lot from Shane, but this was I probably got this along with some other dance costume things that I decided to get from there. And this looks very classy, very classic, mature. This is super cute. This is not something that I would come up with just running and going to class. So next up, not sure where it's from. The great thing about this is it zips down at the front like that, and it goes down like that at the waist. So I feel like it makes me look a little bit smaller. So it's super cute. So this leotard, I wouldn't call it a burgundy because it has a little bit of a purple undertone, and you can see here that it's a little bit of a mesh going on, and the straps, super cute. This is from Sancha, and down at the back, super cute. So I would pair this with a bolero, and this is similar to the brown one that I had previously. So I actually got this skirt, I can remember that for sure, from Amazon. Very cute outfit, and now that I'm looking at this on camera, this is something that I would wear for the winter. However, this leotard, I think that around the thighs, so with all of these, just like a swimsuit, it has like elastics, and the elastic has given way, so the bandwidth is pretty much gone. And it's not because I've been wearing it that much, because I don't. I think it has to deal with how old it is, and some of these, it's time to give some of them up. Alright, so next I have another Balera leotard, and this is definitely neon. I don't wear this often because it's a big distraction. Yes, I get a lot of compliments on this, but this is not something that I wear on a regular basis at all. I probably wear this once a year or so. But this is a super cute mesh skirt that I have here, and this is the same as the white one, but this is actually not from Amazon. I think it's from a sports store online that I found. But definitely not Amazon, like I thought before. And I would pair this with a yellow crop top like this. So, very cute outfits. Okay, so this is one of my favorite leotards, and I wear it all year round. This is another one from Balera. And as you can see, there's a lot of detailing here at the top, a lot of ribbing, and at the back. So this is supposed to clip here, and it looks like that. One of my favorites. And I would pair this with, this is actually a aquamarine skirt, and this is actually a little bit bigger than the other ones, and I know that because it's falling off of me, so I probably got this on a sale, but super cute, something that I really like. Okay, so we have another leotard from EuroTard, and this is something that I got a few years ago when I realized that brands were coming out with more brown-toned items. So previously I had to actually dye some items when I was starting out working as I was actually an intern for a dance company, and I had to help find dyes to dye items for some of the dancers. This was maybe 15 years ago or so, and I just had to get it. So I'm not too sure where I'll be wearing this, but I know that coming a long way in terms of, you know, sometimes I would have to wear like lingerie bodysuits of skin color, and you know, it's taken the dance world to get here, and I just needed it. I don't wear this to class, but this is something that has some sentimental value to me, so I have it, and I just don't wear it yet. So this leotard is one of my absolute favorites. This is from Sencha. However, I feel like it's a bit too tight for me. And when I wore this in the winter, I felt like it just didn't fit me. But now that I've lost that weight again, it looks fine. So now I get to decide on some of these items that I had actually packed away. So I think I might keep this. And it's very classic. This with a sweater, but just because I have another Balera and this is white. However, it doesn't stay on my shoulders. But this is how I would style this. And this skirt is super cute. This is not an actual dance skirt. This is a skirt from Forever 21. So this is how I wear this leotard. There's another skirt. Another way to style this leotard is with this skirt here. And super cute. It's more of like a soft peachy pink. And that is how I would wear that. So, thank you for watching my vlog today, and I hope that I've inspired you to come up with new outfits, to work on your image just like I am in the process of doing, and feeling your best so that you can perform your best in classes. So I've had a little bit of a break this summer, but I'm back to my classes in a few weeks, and I have some challenges that I need to do before the regular dance season begins, and some stuff that I need to study before I get there. So I'm not thinking, but this is pretty close to the most consistent that I've been with just ballet. So very excited to see all the new